we get ready to install a wheel bearing. Let's do it. Another way to tell your wheel bearings is going bad, you have that ABS, ESP, BAS, brake light, the little traction squiggly, all of those lights, not that gas light. The gas light is on because I'm almost out. But back to the topic. We need to hurry up and get these bearings done. Alright, so when we get ready to remove this bearing, we got to remove this axle nut. We got to remove the rotor, the caliper, and the bracket. I got the car jacked up, got it on the jack stand. I just had to use my little baby jack on this job. But we're going after this bolt right here. It's 1, 2, and 2 on the other side. They all 4 go right into there. It'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are your mounting bolts for the wheel bearing. Let's get into it. Let's take off this axle nut. This is a 32 millimeter. You might be able to see it right there. 32 millimeter. That take off the axle nut. That's it. Axle loose, which is a great sign. We don't have to do any additional work to get that out. Some cases that axle doesn't come straight out like that. All right, now we get ready to take off the caliper bracket bolts, and this is the mounting bolt for the wheel bearing. Find the right size here, then we can go ahead and get back to work. There it is right there. The caliper bracket bolt is a 21 millimeter. It's 2 of them, one at the top and one at the bottom. We're gonna take this one out and this one out first. Also gotta collapse the caliper a little bit. Take a screwdriver, get it in there and just pull it a little bit. That way everything loosens up after that. Take that bolt out. Up to the bottom of here. Take out the caliper bolt. As soon as you get it out, it starts coming off. Just hold it with one hand. Lift it off of there. Boom. Now that the caliper is out the way, we just take the rotor off. And there's your bearing right there. That's the old one. Here's the new one. We get ready to take out one of the first mounting bolts. I'm just kind of doing it like this so you can see it better. got my handy dandy 1/2-inch drive. Milwaukee's thing is super tight. That bolt wasn't very tight. See how this one is. Not tight at all. Look at that. That wasn't very good. Okay, so the next step is to remove this dust shield. Take the dust shield off. Super simple. Pop the shield off. Shake that bearing. Pull that baby right up off of there. There's the old one right there. And here's the new bearing versus the old bearing. This one is turning nice, easy, all shaky. This one is giving up a lot of resistance. This cord right here, that's for your ABS system. That's what has all the lights on the dashboard and everything. Now that the bearing is out the way, we just clean this up a little bit, which is not even that bad. That washer needs to be in there. This washer needs to be in there. It's not so bad. Not real dusty, not real dirty. In this case, we're doing real good. A lot of times you have to do a lot of hammering and beating to get that bearing up out of there. But for one, this bearing's been changed before. And again, I'm in Arizona, so there's no rust here. It comes apart real easy. Most of the time, you have to fight it. So you just repeat the steps when it's time to put the new one back on. Shake it a little, get it lined up. Just put a couple screws in there to hold that bearing in there so it won't be all wobbly while we're trying to do this. And yes, you can torque those bolts, these hub bearing bolts. They could be torqued down to about 60 foot-pounds. I like a little bit tighter. You can go 80 foot-pounds. Those bolts are pretty strong. They'll take it. This is your ABS wire. It needs to be snapped into that holder right here. Snap it into this holder on this side. Flip that wire up. Let me get a better angle here. Put that wire right in there like that. Snap it down. Then we'll go to the other side and do that side. When putting the dust shield back on, it's just as easy as it come off. Get it up in there. Grab your screws. Always put all 3 in before you tighten anything up. That way they all go in easy. No stress on putting them back. So far, so good. Okay, so we got the bearing on there. I got the bolts torqued. I torqued them off camera, but it was a little hard to get in there. As a matter of fact, what I'll do is I'll go ahead and show you how that process works. You set your torque wrench to about 60 pounds. You grab your torque wrench. Let me get you into a better spot where you can see it. Let's try this one, maybe it'll be easier. It's kind of hard to get it on. Okay, there you go. Once you hear the bump, that's how you know it's torqued. Just like that. But back to what we was on. We installed in the rotor. We're gonna install our rotor and install our caliper. Sometimes that pad will fall out. All you do is just get it, put it back up in there, put this right back on there. Just like that. Not so bad. It's a pretty easy job. Get those bolts started. Uh-oh. A little bit too close. Let me scoot you back some so you can see. This little baby got a lot of torque to it. Okay, so when it comes to the ABS wire, you just, same thing, clip it in the bracket. Put this in the bracket. And up under here is where the old, it plugged up right here. There's the plug right there. So all you do, come around the back side. There's another clamp right there. You can kind of see it. Clamp that wire in there and plug these two together. Let's see how we got it. Like that. Push the lock back in. It's a little mounting tab. You can feel it. You can't really see it, but you can feel it. Snap it all in there. That step is really important. We're going to install the axle nut. Only reason why it's important is because it has to be torqued. So you don't twist on the transmission. You don't want to twist on the transmission while doing this. So what you want to do is you put something in there to lock it and block it. So that'll hold it. Then you go ahead, put the nut back on. Take your 32 millimeter, run that back in there. Grab the torque wrench. We'll go up to about 125 foot-pounds. You don't have to have this kind, but 125 foot-pounds. This is a very important step because if you don't do it, it'll go bad immediately. And all you do, you get it on there and give it a good lock. Always go back, double check it. You'll hear it when it clicks. Quarter turn. And that, folks, is how you install a wheel bearing. Take it easy. Peace. After test drive, all those lights are out. Check that out. I do gotta get some gas though, but all the lights are out. Next up is that tire light. We're gonna fix that tire light and see what's going on with that engine light. That's next.